Hey guys, and welcome back to Z3 Cubing. Today I'm going to be checking out the new Valk 3 Elite M. So I've got in my hands here the newest of the top-of-the-line 3x3 speed cubes on the market, this time from QiYi under their Valk lineup, which has produced a lot of amazing cubes. First off, of course, the original Valk 3, which I really liked. I had it as my main for a while, and extending out to the magnetic Valk 2, 4, and 5, which are all currently my mains. Now, they have also produced a number of new Valk 3x3 since then, like the Valk Power, which I haven't tried out, but I do believe this one will be by far the most revolutionary with the most number of new features and everything. So yeah, there we go. Valk 3 Elite M. Let's go ahead and get into it. So right around here we have the cube. Looks like it has its full name printed on the logo. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the cube out, as well as all of these boxes. So we have D, C, B, and A. I guess that was kind of backwards. Now, I believe inside of these boxes, we actually have some sets of different strengths of magnets to put inside of this puzzle. Now, of course, one of the newest trends in customizability in 3x3 speed cubes is adjustable magnet strength. And so in cubes like the new GAN XS, you can just slide the magnet back and forth for stronger or weaker magnets. Now, this new Valk cube takes that same concept, but actually implements it quite differently. So if we take a look just inside of the puzzle here, there are no easily visible adjustable magnets. But if we pop off one of these center caps right here, we can see that there are actually magnets inside of the center cap. So basically the idea is, without the center caps, you just have kind of a baseline normal strength of magnets, but we also have these magnets inside the edge here, which attract to the magnets inside of the center caps, and then the center caps are customizable with different strengths of magnets. Anyway, I'm not sure quite what strength we have by default in here. I imagine it's just a nice medium strength, but in here we have actually different sets of center caps. So it says the Valk on there. If we can get this package open, we can pull out this little tray of different center caps. So as you can see, you can like grab the white one and swap it out with the one that came on it. So the idea is all you have to do is swap out all 6 center caps, and then you have a totally new strength of magnets customized to your liking. So I actually just looked it up, and these red ones in box A are the stronger magnets. By default, we have these clear ones, which are the normal magnets. And in box B here, we have the weaker magnets. So if we just open this up here, we'll have another new set of center caps. And these ones actually don't have any magnet at all on them. So all you would have on the weaker setting are the normal base weaker magnets in between the edges and corners. Anyway, I'll be messing around with the different magnet strengths more later in the video. For now though, let's check out what's in box C, and then we'll get on to the most important part, the actual turning of the cube itself. So it looks like in here we have some different spring elasticity settings. Okay, so it looks like they went with the same idea as GAN's old system with the GES nuts. Of course, there are much better ways of adjusting elasticity out nowadays, or the string strength, with just kind of twisting a little thing inside of the center cap. Of course, swapping out all the springs takes a lot more work, but hopefully you only ever have to do it once or twice to find the setting that you like, and then you can just leave it. It looks like they also match their color coding system, with green being lighter and red being stronger. Okay, and finally, inside of box D here, it looks like we just have some various cards about the Valk 3M Elite. We have a little cleaning cloth and I think a sticker. This cube size is what has become a fairly standard 55.5 millimeters, same as the original Valk, same as a Waylong WRM, and just a tiny ½ millimeter smaller than a GAN XS. It comes in both black and stickerless in your standard Valk shades, which are just a tiny bit darker on a few colors than like a Moyu cube. And it also has a removable logo sticker, which is really nice. So let's do some first turns on here. Very, very smooth. It feels like it's lubricated right out of the box. There's kind of some lube on it. Not that bad, but yeah, it's incredibly smooth. Wow. Okay, so the first thing that really stands out to me is that this cube is really light, both in the feeling of the turning as well as the weight of the actual puzzle itself. You wouldn't think that it has twice the amount of magnets as a normal 3x3. Of course, the GAN XS is a little bit lighter, and it also has that really nice light feeling that makes it really fast. But this cube really has achieved kind of that same feeling, and I really do like it. Compared to the original Valk 3 with magnets in it, this one just feels like a brick. And yeah, the actual turning of this cube is incredibly smooth, like very buttery smooth, and that combined with just the light, effortless feeling of the turning, this is going to be a very fast cube and very pleasant to solve on. It is also very fluid too. That's an algorithm I lock up on a lot, so I'd imagine the corner cutting is very good. So just over 45 forwards, pretty easy, and backwards I can do almost a piece. Very easy. It does also have a very stable feel with just that strong magnetic click at every turn. I have a feeling that's because you don't just have the normal 4 magnets in the 4 corner edge pairs like this, but you also have it in each of the centers, so you have 8 magnetic clicks with every single turn. So yeah, just very stable. Even while you're turning, the cube just feels like it wants to stay together. At the same time though, I wouldn't say the stock magnets are too strong. Maybe a little bit on the stronger side. I think some people might prefer a little bit weaker ones, but I think they are good for me. Either way though, let's pop off all these center caps here and swap them out with the weaker ones. In fact, these center caps don't have any magnets at all. Okay, so I popped off all the normal ones. That's funny, the magnets kind of attract together in this weird way. Anyway, let's swap them out with the weaker ones. So we got the white one right here, the yellow one, and there we go. Now, of course, that was much faster and arguably easier than going around to all 24 of these little magnets inside of like a GaN XS and swapping the setting on those. But the advantage of the XS is that you don't need any extra pieces to swap out with, making it a lot more convenient, like if you're not at home, and you also don't have those extra magnets weighing the cube down. Either way, the center cap system is unique, and it's not too bad compared to the other system, especially if you want to swap back and forth between magnet strengths really fast. Alright, so it's definitely a little bit weaker, feels a lot more like a normal cube with the normal stability of just the normal magnets. But yeah, I think I'm going to be swapping over back to the stock magnets. I think I like those ones a little bit better. But while we have the center cap open, let's take a look at this spring mechanism in here. So it looks like just a normal mechanism with a screw and a spring, which is really hard to see because it's clear. And you can swap out those springs with these other plastic pieces. So very basic. I'm not going to demonstrate because I already like the elasticity and I don't want to mess up the tensions. But if you know how to use a screwdriver, you should be able to figure this out. Taking a look inside the mechanism here, it looks very similar to the original Valk. In fact, without taking apart an original Valk, I can't really tell any difference at all. Surely there have been some optimizations because it turns so much better, but I can't really tell. It also has this really annoying oily lube on the inside, which is probably what's making it so smooth. But yeah, I really do love the combination of just a really nice fast speed cube with that nice satisfying buttery smooth light feeling to it. Perhaps more than any other cube I've ever tried. These two are definitely going to both be in contention for my main. This one has a little bit more of like a crisp to it. They're both very similarly turning cubes, but right now I'm really not sure which one I prefer. I guess I'll have to do a bunch of solves on each of them and see which one I'm faster on. Anyway, speaking of solve, let's go ahead and scramble this cube up for a quick solve. And there we go, so let's do some inspection. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Anyway, I think the Valk Elite M is kind of just a perfect speed cube, at least for the end of 2019. There's really no detectable problems with it, it just turns great. Just like the GaN XS, some people might prefer the turning of the Valk, some might prefer the GaN XS, some might prefer another cube. But overall, any of these top-of-the-line Flagship 3x3 should be able to get any speed cuber their fastest possible times. Also, I think I changed my mind. I think I might want to swap out the springs to the weaker elasticity setting. I guess this cube has a bit more resistance in the turning than I'm currently used to from using the really light GaN XS so much recently, but I don't think that's necessary to do at the end of this video. Anyway, if you want one of the best 3x3 speed cubes on the market right now, whether you like smooth or kind of airy, then one of these two cubes is probably the one for you. Now, if your biggest concern is price, then the new Valk Elite M is only $45 compared to the $60 of the GaN XS. So I guess if there's a budget pick for top-of-the-line speed cubes, then I guess this one would be it. But I wouldn't quite call $45 low budget. Anyway, if you want to buy either of these cubes, I'll put the link to where you can buy them at thecubicle.com down in the description. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my look at the new Valk Elite M. Definitely a very exciting cube release, and it very well might become my main. I hope you guys enjoyed or learned something, and I'll see you guys next time.